Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to a Final Fantasy Access video. And we're going to be reviewing some units today for the global version. And eventually I'm going to have to figure out a way to put a rating scale at the beginning of my videos. I don't know how to do that just yet. But I got to figure out a way to do it, either do it some kind of artsy way or some other way. I'm not really sure. If you know how to do it, please let me know in my Discord. Make sure to message me. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about Conche here, who's a 7-star max, full dispel for everybody. So she basically a full wipe of all buffs and debuffs and everything like that. 100% physical and magical demon killer. Not that special, but it's a 7-star, so it's not that big of a deal either. And Real Burst Cause fill for all allies on cooldown. That's pretty impressive. Innate triple cast, very nice. She has something over Pwn with that. Also, she has water, lightning, and dark imbues, which are pretty unique because dark imbue is not so easy to get. I mean, there's some people that have it, but not a lot. So it's pretty good to have that. Lightning imbue for everybody is also kind of harder to get, and water imbue is gonna be kind of harder to get. I guess we're not getting Tidus buffs. Tidus buffs would have been really amazing. If you haven't seen that, go check out that Tidus and Luna Freya video that I made. Anyways, another Luna Burst, 300% attack and magic buff for all allies, and also 30% lightning amp, pretty good, and 25% for water and dark. So obviously she's focused on lightning, but the other ones are not too bad either. And I can't really think of any negatives. She has low spirit, TH with a shield, but like it's not that big of a deal. And she has no elemental resistances or mitigation like Pwn does. So it's kind of like it's like a balancing act. Pwn has these imbues, Conche has these imbues, Conche has different killers, Conche has more LB fill rate. I mean LB fill for everybody than Pwn, but Pwn is more consistent with it. So it's a give and take kind of thing. At least she has different imbues and stuff than what Pwn does. So I'm gonna go 7.5 for her. I think she's quite good. I think a lot of people were using her on the JB side because she has a lot of different things that she can do. So it's not too bad. Not too bad. And then moving on to Diverti. Triple cast, of course. I'm not going to be mentioning triple cast much longer because pretty much everybody that has Neo Vision Awakening or Neo Vision has triple cast at this point. And it's very rare that they don't have it, so. Spirit Scaling Bolting Strike, and he's a magic tank, but we're gonna get into that part. Magic Apostrophe Chaining, he is kind of like Brave Shift last wall, where he's not actually magic damage, it's physical magical. It's confusing, I know. As a new player, you're probably scratching your head like, what are you talking about? But it's a thing. 150% magic and spirit true to wield, 500% cap. We're going to talk about that soon as well. And 200% insect killer, kind of mediocre, but that's a decent amount if you're fighting insects. 90% general mitigation for one ally on his random ability, and his base limit burst 100 times mod. Protector's Bayonet Chaining, 27 hits. Both Brave Base and Brave Shift form are Protector's Bayonet. Sorry about that. And in his Brave Shift form, he has Earth Evoke Chainer, 80 times mod, but it's Earth Evoking, so it's actually probably going to do more than his base form Little Burst overall. And it's also Earth. So yeah, Evoke Earth Chaining thing. 130% Earth Imperial on normal chaining. 250% Little Burst damage buff, and 60 Little Burst Crystal Fill for himself and his grandest ability, which is quite good, I would say. He has no imbues in his base form, so you basically have to start in his Brave Shift form, which I would recommend anyways, because his Brave Shift form is much better than his base form, to be honest with you. And only 2 turns in his Brave Shift form. His weapon selection is really bad, throwing weapons. So most people were just using 2 of his S-Teamer, which I know is whale territory, but if you really wanted him, and you really want him to work, then you should probably just get 2 of his STMR, because it's the best for him because of the stats on it and the lone burst damage and stuff. And remember in the past when I talked about this, hey, some units that are true dual wield don't have the 200% chain cap increase to 6 times or 600%. This is the one I was talking about. I can't believe they did this, but yeah, he needs lightning's STMR. He needs indestructible light to be functionable as a 600% chaining true dual wield unit. It's bizarre. It's very bizarre. So it's a bit of a problem with him, but you can make it work, because I've seen some people in my Discord make him work, so he's not weak. And I'm not even going to really mention the taking things. Just so you guys know, yes, he has magic cover and stuff like that, and I've seen people mention that to me. I really forgot that he even had magic cover or any kind of cover until I looked at his kit again after this. Before this video was made, I looked at it again. I didn't even know he even had it. So you're not even just pretend that he doesn't even have it, because I don't think anyone uses it. You're bringing him for the strong Evo Earth chaining. You're not bringing him along for cover, and it's just kind of awkward because it's not as good as Beatrice's, for example. So I'm not gonna get too much into that, but I know you guys would like me to, but this video would be way too long. So overall, ignoring the magic cover aspect, I think I'm gonna go 8 out of 10. He's fine as a damage dealer with a lot of flaws. You need a lot of investment, but if you want to make him work, if he's your favorite character, does anyone even have a favorite character that's like from season 3? Apparently, if I put a poll up, I'm pretty sure the majority of people would say that they either skipped season 3 or don't like season 3. So if this guy's your favorite character in season 3, other than one person in my Discord, which I know that it is his, make sure to let me know in the comment section down below. Anyways, 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 is pretty good if you're new to my reviews. 7 is the base score. I wish I had a diagram for you to see, or some kind of design. 8 out of 10 is pretty good. 7 is the standard. Anything above 7 is quite good already. So yeah. I'm going with Chorale here now. A whip user, as you can tell by his sprite. Infinite turns, bolting strike chainer, 200% TDH. Another unit that has the 5 times cap or 600% with indestructible light. Now this is more self-explanatory because it's more explainable because he's a TDH unit, not true dual wield. So this is gonna be more standard. A lot of units are gonna be like this. For like Sephiroth, for example, he needs to have lightning's STMR. So if you've been holding off and getting lightning's STMR, I would highly recommend getting it. I would highly recommend getting lightning's STMR. It's very good. And he has 200% demon killer, 87% break, defense break on his base lone burst. So this probably will be one of the only ways of getting 87% defense break for now, because I don't think Hawkeye is coming to the game on the global version. So this is like the only way you're gonna get 87% break until Locke gets his with the crowns. I don't know what global is gonna do with the crowns. I'm assuming they're probably gonna put them in bundles and stuff. So have fun with the crowns when it comes to the global side. Anyways, I put this here, but I don't think anyone would ever use him for this. He can be provoked DPS, where basically he can be 100% evasion and tank hits while chaining, I guess. And in his brace shift form has 92 times max chain ramp, not too bad. 100% aquatic and 200% human killer, and he loses his demon killer in his brave shift form. Okay, and he has 100 times mod dark. I want to mention this: dark protector's bayonet chaining in his brave shift lone burst. Just so you guys know, can I imbue him with something? No, it's dark. Everything is dark with him. You can use Ego's whip, that's fine, but you're still going to be using dark pretty much. He doesn't really offer much roll compression. He's just a very mediocre, just whatever. He's a here now and gone tomorrow type of DPS, or you probably will forget about him in the next few weeks. That's kind of the synopsis. Even now on my Discord, everybody's saying basically the same thing in the JP version. He's just a here now and gone tomorrow type of thing where he's okay, but he's not needed, and he requires quite a bit because you can only use whips unless you make him equip something else. So based on his damage alone, I'm gonna go 8, but it's a very on the edge of 7.5-ish because whips are very underrepresented in this game. At least throwing weapons, there's a few throwing weapons available. Kind of an awkward spot where you need spirit and magic, but at least there are some throwing weapons out there maybe that'll work for him. Chorale has basically 2 options, his own S-Teamer and Egos for 2-handed whips. There might be more, but I think that's it. I'm pretty sure that's it. So if there are any other 2-handed whips, make sure to roast me in the comment section about that. Oh, there's this whip. I'm pretty sure there's only 2 though. Pretty sure. But yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna go 8 on him as well. So they're not a very good banner. I'm not trying to. This is not a negative. I gave them above average scores. I gave all 3 of the units in the banner above average scores. But at the same time, this should be like a breather kind of banner, right? I know Gumi doesn't want to hear that, but eventually, like, you can't have every banner being a banger. Like, oh my god, this is so good, this is so good, this is so good. No one's gonna want to pull in anything until they'll just wait a few weeks, right? So eventually, you have to make banners like this where there's kind of like, it's passable. There's passable. So they didn't even put weapons or anything, or TMRs or S-TMRs in this banner like they were doing in the past. So that gives you an indication that this is probably a skip banner. So I'm just gonna say this is all skip. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you're new around here. If you are not new around here, make sure to click that like button. Make sure to hit that notification bell if you are new around here. And I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.